Hello everyone, welcome to another Wet News Wednesday. I'm Catlin, and this is the news. You may notice that there's something unusual in the tub with me this week. What's that, you ask? Oh, that's a big bowl of snow. Oh yeah, or as we like to call it here in Manhattan, an organic, locally grown artisan snow cone. Help yourselves. Some of you may have noticed there's a little inclement winter weather blanketing the Northeast this week. And, I live in New York, so a few people found something to complain about. My favorite part was when all of the kale was gone. All the kale was gone, and people were acting like their firstborn children were being kidnapped. It was a beautiful, beautiful, hilarious thing. But anyway, so the storm didn't really hit New York as hard as everybody thought it was going to. Guys, it's the weather. They assume some things are going to happen, and wouldn't you rather they be prepared rather than not prepared? I would, and really, boo-hoo, you got a snow day. Boo-hoo. Oh no, oh, do you have too much Nutella and alcohol for your apartment? I feel so bad for you. Nutella and wine are amazing. Deal with it. Some of New England was not as fortunate as the tri-state area, and much of Massachusetts took the full brunt of this stuff. So we hope everybody's staying warm, and if you don't have power, I hope you've got a lot of booze and some candles. In other national news, there was a measles outbreak all over Disneyland. That's right, folks, measles. I bet you thought we got rid of that. Oh, well, we almost did. And then the lovely jackasses who don't vaccinate their children took over the world. Melinda Gates, I think, had the best response to this, saying, when we go over with the Gates Foundation to Africa and offer to vaccinate children, mothers will walk for days with their children because they remember what it's like to have, their kids die from these diseases. So, you know what? We've gotten a little cocky here in America, and none of your stuff is backed up by science. If you don't believe me, call my mom. Eileen spent 35 years researching this stuff. Vaccines don't give your kids autism. You know what it does? It makes you an asshole. Because no one should lose their kid to polio or measles or the mumps or stuff that we have vaccines for. Boom. And don't, I repeat, do not ruin Disneyland with your cockamamie bullcrap. Thank you. Moving internationally for a moment, following the death of King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia last week, the Obamas have ventured to the Middle East, not only to pay their respects to the family, but also to say what's up to the new Saudi king, who's the bro of the aforementioned. And I would like for you to ask me right now, how many fucks did Michelle Obama give that people were up in arms about the fact that she shook hands with the Saudi Prime Minister? Anyone? She gave 0 fucks. You know why? Because she's the freaking first lady. Madeleine Albright shook Abdullah's hand. So did Hillary Clinton. It's called diplomacy. Going to a country as a tourist and going as a foreign diplomat are two very different things. And you know what? I know the Saudis are one of our few allies in the region, and they have done some pretty chill stuff. But, they're pretty backwards with a lot of their women's lib stuff. Those of you out there who don't know, the 3 daughters of the former king are still locked up because they thought that they should be able to, drive and vote and stuff. So you know what? Yeah, I think she should have shaken their hand, which she did. So, go Michelle. We do have good news on the ISIS front. ISIS seems to be losing ground. They no longer control Kobani. Again, no, that is not Greek yogurt. It is a city in Syria. But guys, I want to talk to you about something right now. If you've watched me before, you know who Boko Haram is because I talk about it all the time and how I think it's a silly name. But what you might not know is they're basically ISIS. They have almost the exact same flag. They're both militant Muslim groups that are just killing people everywhere. And you know why they're not getting as much attention? You really want to know? You really want my opinion? Well, you're going to get it right now because you're watching my video. It's because they're black. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. So they're basically more efficient, probably more talented, and doing it in Africa, so nobody cares. Now, please excuse me. I know what I just said might have rustled some feathers, but I was born and raised in the good old US of A, and you know what that taught me? Everyone should be treated equally, and that includes, but is not limited to, terrorists. Oh yeah, if it walks like a terrorist, talks like a terrorist, and assassinates babies like a terrorist, you better treat it exactly the same as all the other terrorist groups around the world, because if you think that it's not going to impact your life like all the other ones are, you're wrong. Back to stuff that happens stateside. The Screen Actors Guild Awards took place this last Sunday. Oh, the SAG Awards. It's basically like a theater cast party, but for all the actors who actually make money. But some really cool stuff happened. The 2 lead actress awards both went to black actresses, who are both tremendous, by the way. But that was some good stuff, especially since the Oscars is so, white and dominated by penises. So, go SAG Awards. Bill Cosby stands accused of sexual assault. We know this, right? Oh, but there are more. I think that brings our total count of women to 34, 35. In any case, I have not lived as many years as the number of people that Bill Cosby took advantage of. So in case you're over there in the corner of, oh, I think they're just making it up. 34. He did it. He mother freaking did it. Even if any of them are making it up, he still did it to at least several dozen people. No bueno. There are not enough sweaters in the world for all the nope. A young woman is being charged with 2 counts of murder in Washington after she slit her children's throats. Why, you might ask? Because she wanted them to shut up. Well, I think every mother on the planet understands the impulse, but I just want to throw this out there. Sure, the kids are quiet, but think of all the cleanup you have to do now. In a little political news, the Koch brothers. That's right. You know who I'm talking about. Those white homies with all the money have pledged $889 million to the Republican Party for the next presidential election. I mean, I think we saw this all coming, but can we take a moment and talk about what you could do with $889 million that doesn't involve politics? Holy crap, bro! A lot! Finally, this week, the Super Bowl is happening. That's right, puppies, commercials, and this guy's favorite food of all time, dip. That's right, dip. It's happening in Phoenix, which is in my home state. I'm pretty jealous because, it's cold here, but everybody have a great time. I'm sure we can talk about all the commercials next week. And remember, there are a lot of things that we need to fight for in this country, and one of them is a chip that is sturdy enough to hold all of the layers of my multiple layered guacamole. That's all I'm asking for. Anyway, hope you have a great week. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd like you a whole lot for doing it. And if you have any of this and you don't feel like having a snow cone, go play in it.